Hello. Hello everybody. This is me, Sarah, that divination witch. I'm here with another reading with Goddess Hecate present. Before we get into it, this is my secondary channel where I share readings. My initial channel is that divination witch. My links are all linked below if you are interested in getting a reading from me. Thank you. Right, Mother Hecate. Who and what is this reading for? What is this about? All decks I use will be linked below as well. Well, I name them below. Oh, haunted memories, flashback, trauma, side effects. This is not a literal haunting. This is someone who has been dwelling a lot on the past. And people in the past that have been problematic, fake. The energy I feel is like keeping up with the Joneses. If you know what that means, if you're British, you may do, but it's someone who's superficial, someone who acts like they have things but they don't really, you know, show off. Oh yeah. Wasting time. An offer. I get it. All right, so this reading is themed around the past, themed around spending too much time in the past, haunted. It's the trauma. It's not just trauma but bad memories. This is somebody dwelling on things. This is somebody who is thinking about people from the past who weren't exactly your cup of tea. You know, this is people that you have cared about. It is friendships that you have lost. It is ex-lovers that you have said goodbye to, and for whatever reason you're dwelling on that. Now, it's not that you can't get over it. No, that's not the vibe. It's that you look at it through rose-tinted glasses now. When you are outside of a situation, when you have moved past a situation, it is easy to get sucked into like romanticizing it, in making it into something it wasn't. So when we grieve a situation, often what we grieve is something that we never even had, something that wasn't even there anyways, because we put people on pedestals that don't deserve it. And that's what she is saying to you. This is who the reading is for. You are romanticizing people that don't deserve romanticizing. You are putting people on a higher standing than they ever deserve to be. You're misremembering it. It didn't happen that way. So when you look back at your ex-friends and ex-relationships and you think this way, it is a waste of time. You are looking at them online, you are reminiscing, looking at old photos, thinking about them a lot. Waste of time. They were never your people to begin with. You know, the situation came to an end because it came to an end. And now you need to be embracing the future. That's what it means by an offer. Something just fell in my house. I don't know if the camera picked up that noise. That's why I went quiet then. Oh, okay, something's just fell. All right, well, I'll check that out after. But I feel like that's some sort of confirmation there. It might, yeah, it's something in the cupboard that's fell. Mundane reasons, but I feel like she's serious with this. Stop dwelling on the past. Stop dwelling on these people who just don't mean anything anymore. Right, let's see what else do you mean by this, Mother? And when I say Mother, I mean Hecate. Oh. Yeah, you're holding back your growth of unity, bind energies in a unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnection, harmony among all beings. Yeah, you're getting in the way of your growth by doing this. You need to be focused on the future, fulfilling a promise. Stay committed to your path. Each step forward brings you closer to your fulfillment. And that's exactly it. Dwelling on the past is not going to bring you any closer to the future. It's not going to bring you any closer to what you need to be close to. Meadow of moments, yeah. Trust what things were for what they were. Okay, this card says, bask in the meadow of moments, presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. But in this context, it's like, yeah, look back, think back. That's fine. That's great. But it wasn't what it was, even though you think it was, if that makes sense. Because that's how it's coming across. It's not even coming across like sense. Look, even if you want to live in a fantasy that you had some sort of perfect relationship when you didn't, or perfect friendship when you didn't, you know, take it for what it is, but it's still past now. And it's still a big waste of time and energy to keep dwelling on it, man. Plan wisely. Cultivate success. Through meticulous research, strategic plotting, your foresight will be unveiled, new paths. And that is very much a case of, you need to be looking towards the future. Stop looking towards the past. Yeah, scales of balance. You need balance. Too much dwelling in the past. Now, the thing is, I think she wants me to say this. We are heavily focused on shadow work in the spiritual circles, and I know I am. I've done my fair share of shadow work. We need shadow work to progress. We need to look at the things that hold us back, our traumas, our fears, our doubts, our worries, our insecurities. We need to look at these things so we can integrate these things, so we can become one with these things. It's not about eradicating them. It's not about erasing them. It's about learning to live with them, taking them for what they are. So in this case, you're not learning to live with it. You're dwelling on something. You're dwelling on a fiction, though. It's not even something. It's like living in, I don't know, like some sort of limerence, some sort of state of unreality. You know, it isn't real, okay? So what is real? You are real. This moment now is real. And the future is real. And you need to start working towards that future. So that is balance. Learn from the past, yes, but don't live in it. That is the message. Now I'm going to plop these back on the piles, and so we can do... Whoops, I've put them on the wrong piles. Hey, I always get complicated with these things. All right, I'll pull some tarot cards. Yeah. Oh, that was determined to come out. What is it? Page of Wands reverse. That's us stunting our growth, stunting our future. It's same but different message coming out. Devil reversed. Oh. Right. What have we got here? Page of Wands reverse. So the pages, the way I see them, I like to explain my tarot cards. So pages are youthful energy. They can be messengers, but they can also be like hopeful, is the way I see it. Now, Wands is our hopes and dreams, our passions and desires. So the page of Wands reverse, that is the energy I feel of when I grow up, I want to be an astronaut. You know, it's the feeling of the world's your oyster, you know, having that creative energy, having that spark, okay? Reversed, you're not in tune with that right now. And why? It's because your head's in the clouds. The devil reversed. So the devil is the little devil on your shoulder. It is the shadow. It is the insecurities, your inner demons and all of that. Reversed is being unable to see it and being unable to deal with it, or unable to accept it because, as she's already said, living in the past. You know, you're dwelling too much on the past. This is disempowering you. Magician reverse. Now the magician is the master manifester. The magician is the master of his or hers own universe. You know, what they want, they can have, like that, because they're so in tune and aligned with their own abilities. You're the opposite of that right now, because your head's in the clouds, your head's in the past, and you're blocking your creativeness, you're blocking your drive, your willingness, and you're feeling disempowered, and you're not living up to your true potential, your truest spark, the star reverse. The star is your alignment, your truest potential. It is your talent. It is what you're good at. It is what you're meant to do. It is, you know, reaching for the stars. I love the star, but reversed, it is, you're not doing that. And that is because you're filled with illusions. You know, you're trying to make sense of it. And this is what you should be doing, making sense of it. So 7 of Cups reversed. So 7 of Cups is illusions. That's why all the cups have different things in it. Reversed, it is trying to make sense of it. Okay? You're being called to try and make sense of this. But you can't make sense of something that was never meant to make sense. What I mean by this is, in the past, what I feel like the situations are that you're dwelling on, you're not meant to figure them out, okay? Because these are other people's actions, and other people are involved with their own prerogatives and their own life, or their own situations, you know. You're not meant to make sense of that, okay? What you're meant to make sense of is how it impacted you and affected you, and how you can move forward from that. You're not meant to sit and dwell and analyse and think, well, if I did this different, this could have happened. Or if I did this, that could have happened. It's happened, okay? Bitter pill to swallow, but it's happened. So accept it and move forward. King of Wands. Now he knows what he wants. He is aligned with what he wants. He is strong, he is willing, he is capable, and he is passionate, and he is feeding the flame. Something's going to fall from my cupboard now. You might have heard that one. That is out the blue, by the way. I haven't even been in this cupboard. It's just randomly happened. So there you go. But he is feeding that flame, and he is, you know, stoking his desires, his creative energy, and nobody is going to sway him from that path. Because why? He's the king. He's in charge. Now, you, regardless of your gender, are the king of your life, okay? And you need to be in charge more. You need to be more authoritative with yourself and stop dwelling on things so much. Now, I'm guilty of that too. I do that too from time to time. But it's time to give it up. Right. I'll pull a few more cards on this. Just to finish up. Caught a case. I love this. This is so harsh, this oracle deck, but I love it. Caught a case. I mean, I don't mean... You haven't literally got an STI, guys, right? Although it's saying that. It's a case of this is infectious. This is toxic energy creeping. This is you creeping, though. This is you being all dwelling on the past, looking at what the social circle's doing now, what the ex is doing now, what the ex-friends are doing now. You know, you're creeping on that because you can't stop yourself. Fishing for comments, literally looking through social medias. Stop looking at these people. Now, I am guilty of this too, right? I know I am. I do this from time to time. If somebody has upset me, if like I have an ex-friend, I'm curious. You know, this is the human in us. We're curious, right? But we've got to stop, because this holds us back too, okay? And this is what Hecate is saying. And it's funny that the owl is the creeper. You know, Hecate is known to have owls. Owls are wisdom as well. All right. How do we, to finish, Mother, what advice would you say to people to stop doing this? Like, how can people move on? What should be very blunt? This is a very blunt deck. Reflect. I'm called out with this because the last time I was looking was somebody who was a bully towards me. But this is not just a reading for me here. So it doesn't have to be a person who has bullied you per se, but know that these people, these situations are in the past, right? Reflect on what you can learn from it and move forward. These people may have bullied you, but it's not just about being a bully. It's also like they're free to have their opinions. Rejected, it's like everyone's got an opinion, so what? Stop letting the opinions get to you, because you can be the nicest person in the world and they'll still have an opinion. So this isn't necessarily a bully, but say an ex-friend might be calling you names or might not think very highly of you, and that hurts, you know, or an ex-lover or whatever. Well, let them, okay? The best thing you can do is to just let them and stop feeding into it, because that only brings you down. Move on, I feel like that is, you know, especially in the context of love, but it's not just the context of love, but you need to start moving forward, looking at your creativity, I feel, looking at your passions, desires. It's that King of Wands energy as well. These people as well, you know, these ex-friends, these ex-lovers, these situations, they weren't good for you. You know, this here, it's like secret lover and then steals your work, duplicate, like feeds off you. This situation feeds off you. You know, you're feeding into a negative energy here. Ego. Exactly. Hit the nail on the head, mother. It's all ego. That's all it is. Regardless of the particular nuances of the situation for you, we've all got an ego as humans, and you know, it gets butthurt, okay? Holding on to the past like this is because your ego's butthurt right now, okay? That's the way I'm wording it, not Hecate. I'm wording it like that. All right, you've got a butthurt ego. Well, that ego's holding you back right now, okay? We all need an ego to live. We do. It's part of being a human. But sometimes it can hinder us. Sometimes it can get in our way. And this is one of those times. An ego isn't just about being cocky or arrogant or narcissistic. It's also being very, very vulnerable and showing your weakness in a way. So try and move past that. That's as best as you can do. But I was not expecting this as the message. But thank you so much to Hecate for helping me with this. Thank you so much. I love her very much. I appreciate her very deeply. And thank you guys for listening. If you found this useful, please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment. It helps the channel grow. And also, if you are interested in supporting me, getting a reading from me yourself, it's in the description below. My other channel is too, but I'm grateful for you all. So thank you. Have a lovely day or evening or whatever, and take care.